I just need thousand bullets.
This is XDefiant, a free-to-play, fast-paced, first-person shooter that released at the beginning of summer this year. With millions of daily players, I decided to hop on this bandwagon and give it a try to see just how good this game truly is. So sit back, relax, and join me on this journey of 10 hours of XDefiant. Let me be clear. The title of this video is mockery. Any game that's called the blank killer is never the blank killer. League of Legends wasn't the Dota killer, Overwatch wasn't the TF2 killer, and Valorant wasn't the Counter-Strike killer. Addressing new games with these titles only brings attention to their predecessors, and in fact sometimes only ends up boosting their player counts for a bit. Just like all of these examples, XDefiant is not the Call of Duty killer. So, what is it exactly? Well, it's much fucking better than Call of Duty, that's for certain. Let's start from the beginning. Price. It's free. This is what the price of every Call of Duty after Black Ops 2 should have been, because every Call of Duty since then has been filled to the brim with microtransactions. Not to mention that the DLC is basically just the rest of the main game that you have to pay extra money for. With XDefiant, you don't have to worry about any of that. So let's go over the gameplay. It can't get more basic than this. Hardpoint, King of the Hill, Control Points, and Payload are all game modes we've seen over and over again in different games. However, do not be mistaken. Just because the game modes aren't unique isn't what makes them bad. In fact, they aren't bad at all. The innovation, I say with heavy quotes, comes from the hero aspect of this shooter. Libertads, heal. Phantoms, peel. Cleaners, heal. Echelon, deal. And then there's DedSec and GS Commando that require way too much XP grinding for me to unlock, so I won't be talking about those classes. Classes only determine two things: ability and ultimate. The class I play for the majority of my experience was Libertard, which provides heals for an ability and an HP buff for an ultimate. Phantoms provide shields, Cleaners set things on fire, and Echelon can go invisible as well as scan enemies through walls. Now, with a basic understanding for what this game has to offer, it's time to grind and see the true potential of XDefiant. Holy shit. When you're in the zone, you are able to consistently just delete players from the game. I've never fallen in love with a weapon so quickly, and you can see why. I was using a customization that let me both deal a maximum amount of damage without hindering the speed at which I could shoot. If you don't know what I mean by customization, it's really not that crazy. You can tweak your guns to your playstyle, as well as change your scopes, just like in Call of Duty. For me, the only relevant options were those that let me one-shot faster. Now that I've built some experience with this game, I've found a way to optimize the sniper playstyle as well as play angles that prove to be the most advantageous to me. Just watch. did his body fly? That scared me. Shield bitch, dude! Kobe. Oh my. A couple more hours of gameplay later, I came to realize something. Something about this game is seriously fucking wrong. Hit markers. So you're telling me it hit, and then you're telling me it didn't. Even the game can't make up its mind sometimes. I had to do some research to figure out why the hell the sniper would randomly hit marker at chest height or higher. I figured out two things. One, at close range, the sniper does less damage. I've never seen a first-person shooter make this decision, or at least from the ones I've played. This seems really stupid, as hitting close-range sniper shots is already extremely difficult, and if you hit your shot, you're still pretty much guaranteed to die, just like if you miss it. Second, arm shots do not one-shot. This would be fine, other than the fact that sometimes if you're aiming at someone's chest and their arms happen to be in the way of the shot, you will get a hit marker despite aiming properly. Why? Hi, post-editing Michael here, and it turns out I'm only partially correct. See, both things I said are true, but it's not that simple. After browsing through a bunch of whining and complaining on Reddit, I actually found some comments of merit describing exactly why this happens. It turns out the game's hit registration is inconsistent and enemies' hitboxes overlap each other. Because of this, what you see is not what you get, which is why I was so confused. Every time I got a hit marker and they didn't take any damage, I actually didn't hit them at all. The client-side hit registration doesn't match up with the server side, which is what causes this to happen. I let myself yap about this because my thoughts matched up with a lot of what I was reading about online, and it was nice to figure out that my frustration wasn't unwarranted. Anyways, what we can safely assume about snipers is that there are hitboxes on the torso that do less damage. Sometimes you just won't be able to one-shot your opponent. Okay, I know what you're thinking. This dude really hates this game. No, I don't. I love it. And that's why I bother taking the time to learn as much as I can about it. One-tapping will always be my favorite part of any shooter, and any game that does it right deserves appreciation. XDefiant is one of them, but like anything in life, it's imperfect. That doesn't mean it's bad though. The last time I've had this much fun playing a Call of Duty-esque game was when I was playing the Finals, which is a peak innovative shooter. While XDefiant isn't very innovative, it's solid. The only issues it has are being worked on, or at least acknowledged by the devs. Remember, there are two sides to every coin. Anyone who dislikes facing snipers jumps in joy when they don't get instantly deleted by one bullet. And good for them. I'm not a game developer, so maybe it's for the best. However, I actually found a neat way around this problem anyway. The Cleaner class has a unique passive that any damage they do to enemy players temporarily sets them on fire. This means that even if you don't one-shot them, they are likely to burn to death soon after. And after learning this, well, you can see for yourself. Holy shit, everyone plays this class? Aw, he switched. I'm watching them spawn! Man, if I had known about this class before, I would have never had issues with hit markers. Some of the kills that happened there were because of my landmines, which I started using instead of grenades. They're just so broken. Not to mention the flamethrower for an ultimate, which is perfect for when I need to fight close quarters for the sake of the objective or just going for a multi-kill. Cleaner is now my favorite class by far. The only thing I found frustrating to face at this point was the Phantom class, which could sometimes still survive the afterburn as well as put up shields that are difficult for me to deal with. Aside from that, I believe I have found my optimal playstyle in every regard. It was at this moment that I was at the final minutes of my 10th hour, which was my limit for this video. As I was playing my final games, I was just having a blast. This game truly not only has potential, but has shown that Call of Duty ain't got shit. It doesn't even cost a penny. Please, if this looks appealing to you, go try it for yourself. I wasn't able to try anything other than the sniper, obviously, but sometimes I'd see people drop 60 or even 70 kills with the assault rifles. If that's more your thing, of course. If you're a sniper freak like me, well, you can see what this thing is capable of. At the time of recording this video, there was another sniper added to the game that I didn't try called the L115. If you liked the video and are interested in the game, let me know if I should go try it. Or, even better, if you know of a sniper in another game that I've been sleeping on, let me know in the comments below. I've been trying to expand my content into other games, and I'm not afraid to try something new even if I suck ass at it. I'll probably just rage until I figure it out like I did with XDefiant. Now, there's a few things I have to mention. The gameplay shown in this video was exclusively from the Welcome playlist, only available to players under level 25. Sometimes, I accidentally queued outside of this playlist, but I usually got destroyed so badly that I had nothing to show for it. I never played ranked, and I never plan on it. Run it down games like this are something I see as more casual than not, so I'll never take it to a competitive level. However, if you're interested in seeing me play more competitive game modes, check out my 100 hours of sniper only video in the finals, or my 100 hours of guardian only in Valorant. These games have, or had, amazing competitive formats that were a joy to participate in. Well, that's about it. Thanks to those of you who made it this far, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.